This Christmas, I wanted to extend my message of thanks to all of you who have supported World Horse Welfare over the past 12 months. Whether it be by supporting us financially, volunteering, leaving a gift or your horse in your will, campaigning, supporting our challenge rides, or most importantly through rehoming our horses and helping us spread the message that it really is all of our responsibilities to support horses less fortunate than our own. It really isn't an overstatement to say that we at World Horse Welfare truly love our supporters and all you do to help horses. And we look forward to developing our relationship and building many new ones over the coming year. The build up to Christmas is always a particularly busy time, and for World Horse Welfare this year it has been even more so, as more than 100 horses have come into our care over the past month alone. That is 1/3 of our total intake for the year. Like the 12 days of Christmas, we have seen cases of 1, 2, 4, then 6, then 10 and then more than 40 come into our centres in need of food, a safe environment, specialist care and the promise of a brighter future. We can provide them with a brighter future only because of your support, and for that I thank you from the bottom of my heart. How have we taken in so many horses in recent days? The simple answer is that you have enabled us to do so. I'm so pleased that you have rehomed what looks to be another record number of our horses this year, over 300 for the second year in a row. Your support through spreading the word about our rehoming scheme, sharing our horse profiles on social media, or taking them on yourselves, is giving them the second chances they so deserve while making much needed space at our centres. But there is still so much left to do. Thousands of horses are still at risk of abandonment and neglect, and if we have a hard winter, then we could see a real crisis in numbers needing help. But the future is looking better than it did a year ago because of you. You have helped us win tougher laws to combat fly grazing, and by using the law, people all over England have been taking action and helped us to save this sweet foal, Huckleberry, who was our first case under the Act. We are hopeful too that the momentum in Europe around the need for a joined-up policy on the equine sector will continue after we published our groundbreaking report with Eurogroup for Animals, removing the blinkers on the health and welfare of the EU's equidae. Perhaps nothing has brought Europe's horse sector closer than working together on this vital project, and we look forward to pressing forward its recommendations for better health and welfare of all of our horses. The guidance we have produced, together with stakeholders from across Europe, on providing water to horses during transport by road and assessing their fitness for transport, will be of huge benefit to improving conditions for horses on journeys, especially those enduring long journeys across Europe for slaughter, a practice we are committed to stop. Further afield, in Africa, Latin America and Asia, your support has relieved the pain and suffering of almost 20,000 horses this year. I was so fortunate to be able to see this in our Guatemalan project back in October, where I witnessed our teams giving these horses proper hoof care, better harness, and most importantly, teaching their owners and whole communities how to care for their horses better. It's inspiring to see the impact you have made, how much better the horses look once their owners learn from us, and the real difference we are making to the men, women and children who depend on their horses for their very lives. We look forward to expanding our international work even further next year. So look out for news about more countries, more programmes, and the news of the thousands more horses that together we will be able to reach through your support. Welfare in sport is also very much on the agenda in the run-up to the Rio Olympics. Great progress has been made over the past 12 months, especially in the disciplines of endurance and dressage. But we know that problems remain, and we have to do all that we can to make sure that the horse is placed first amongst every competitive, commercial and other consideration. Just as importantly, our partnership with you, our supporters, together with our staff, our volunteers, campaigners and rehomers, is having such a positive impact on the lives of horses around the world. We are deeply grateful to you for your support and your trust, which we have earned over nearly 90 years and will never take for granted. Quite simply, World Horse Welfare would not exist except for people like you who care for horses. We hope you will join us next year as we launch our campaign to put the spotlight on the invisible horses that suffer in silence. Those horses people either cannot or choose not to see. The horses left to languish in barns and stables for days on end. The horses working all day, every day on the streets of Choluteca in Honduras or Cape Town in South Africa, who go unnoticed by government and policymakers. The horses transported long distance across borders to uncertain butchers or slaughter. Those mistreated in the training yards, or those who we quite simply get to too late. Together we can make these horses visible and give them the protection and care they so desperately need. With your support, we really can achieve so much. So I would just like to finish by saying thank you, thank you, thank you again for all that you are doing. And to wish you, your family, your friends, and of course your horses, a very happy Christmas and a peaceful 2016.